If you run a WordPress design business, whether as a solopreneur or as a fully blown agency, you can agree with me that managing your client website can be a lot of headache, especially when you have so much numbers to do. You have to keep themes updated, plugins updated, manage front, do a lot of things. You have to do this literally every day, monitoring 10, 15, or even more websites. And this is a lot of headache. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you a super all-in-one solution for your business. This would help you manage literally everything in just one single place. So if you're excited about this tutorial, I want to show you this amazing tool called Greyd.Suite. Let's go to my screen and let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. So right on my screen here is Greyd. I'll leave a link to Greyd in the video description, and you can see here Greyd, the all-in-one driving force for your business. And this literally might be everything you need to have to run a successful WordPress design business. You can just come down here to watch a demo or just download Greyd.Suite just to use this literally for free and if you like it, and then you can invest more into it. And for you to get access to this tool, you just need to come down here, just drop your email and then download this plugin. As simple as that. And you can see here, it says 100% free. One of the things that excite me the most about Greyd is that it's built with the default WordPress editor. So you're not overbearing your website with unnecessary code and script from page builders and other things you might be using on your existing WordPress website. And this is super awesome. So right now you can come here and download this. Let's just go through this plugin together and let's see how this works. Once you download the plugin, if you have it in a zip file, you can just come to plugins here, add a new plugin as usual. I don't need to go through that, but I think I have that plugin installed here, so I can just activate this plugin. And here you would have to go through this onboarding process. It's just a simple, easy thing. Just hit the get started button. Do you want to install the Greyd theme, the Greyd form, and the global content plugin? But this will require a license. But again, in my case here, let's just install all of them and let's just see exactly what this is going to add to our website. The next thing here is to select features, and by default here we have the default setup activated. It says features that you need in almost every website: dynamic template, custom post types, meta fields, pop-ups, and more. But you can still come down here and you say you want to have all the features to get the full power of the suite, or you want to strip down to minimum, whatever it is. But for the purpose of this example, let's just go with all their features because I just want to see exactly what I'm going to be getting. And setup is complete. You can view your home page, you can create a child's theme, you can activate your license if you have one. I'm going to be activating the license later. We can possibly just check our homepage. Awesome. So this is exactly what our website now look like thanks to Greyd, and I think this is fantastic. This is a beautiful website here already. If you are using the free Greyd.Suite, always know that you have this credit here. Well, I'm using ZipWP and I'm using Greyd.Suite together here, so you can see both have credit here built with Greyd.Suite. If you want to take out that most likely you're going to need to get a license. But again, this is good for testing. So now let's come back to the dashboard of this website and let's go through the suites. Let's see exactly what we're going to be getting. So right now you can see we now have this option here for Greyd.Suite. From dashboard, you can see that we have pop-ups now, we have post types, we have features, advanced search. Here is where we can pop in our license. We have settings, installer, and then Greyd.Hub here. But let's come to the dashboard. I'm not going to be walking you through everything you are going to be doing here. I just want to show you how to manage multi-site. Managing more than one website is not possible if you are using the free version. That is for us to come to our site connector. I just want to pop in a license here so that I will be able to use that particular feature. So let's just come back to manage license up here, and then I want to paste my license key here, and then I want to save key. So as you can see here, it says that license key is valid, but we want to activate this for this domain name. So now let's do that. Good. So now we can continue this Now that we have our license key sorted, let's come back to dashboard. And from here, you can see that we now have our license key active. The next thing it will ask you to do is to install the Gutenberg plugin. If you want to really get the best out of this plugin, I would advise you do this. But I'm not going to be doing that right now in this tutorial because I want to just cover multi-sites basically, yeah. So now let's come down here. Let's come to site connector. From here, we are launched into connections and we can easily just add the URL of other website that we want to manage here. For the purpose of this tutorial, I have a website here that already have Greyd.Suite installed, and you can see the beautiful website here, super awesome as you can tell. So I can just copy the URL and then I can come back here, I can paste that here, and then I can request connection. And that will automatically redirect us here to that URL. So as you can see now that I am in the other website URL, I need to ask us to approve this connection. And if we click this, so we can see that connection here is not active. You don't need to worry yourself about this. What we want to do is to go to this same website and do the same thing that we've just done here. So we can then come to the back end of this website and let's come to the Greyd.Suite here. Let's come to dashboard and let's come down to site connector. We can just click this. And from here, we want to put in the URL of our other website. So let's come back here and let's copy the URL from here. And then I'll come back here. I'll paste that here and then I'll request connection. And as usual, for security reasons, I would approve this. And you can see now we now have connection active here. So we can come back here. It's still showing inactive, but if we refresh this, it should be active. But for us to be able to see this, we can just come to our website section here. And from here, we can see now we now have this website here. And then we now have our remote website here too as well. So we can now begin to manage both our website and also our remote website. So you can have as many remote websites installed here that you can easily manage as much as possible as you want. So now let's just continue here. We can see this is the installation. We can switch in between that for us to be able to navigate properly. Before I continue showing you the global content, which I will not be spending time doing in this tutorial, I will be doing that in another dedicated tutorial showing you how you can manage global content site-wide across multiple websites, which would include you having dynamic content for every of the websites so that you can update a content from here and it updates on all the websites that are connected to this website. And I think that's super cool thing to do. You should watch out for that tutorial, and the best way to do that is to subscribe to this channel if you have not, so that you'll be notified when that video drop, and also visit this channel as much as possible as you can so that you can see that tutorial. That will be an awesome tutorial. We're going to be spending time showing you, especially when you do website business, how you can make life a lot easy for yourself. So now let's continue with this. Let's come back to our connection. Like I said, I want to show you something. So if you come back here, you can see our connection is now active. You can see from settings here, we can use this for global content. So it means that we are activating this website for global content. You can choose to deactivate this in case you don't want to, and then save it if you don't want this website to be in the loop of your global settings. And also for global search. So it means that somebody on site A can search for something. The answer to that search might be on site B or site C, and then it will be displayed. That's a fantastic, super cool feature that you would want to have if you run a multi-site. So in case you don't want to do that as well, you can toggle that off from here and then you save your changes. That's super cool. I just needed to show you that before I continue this. And now if we come down here, we now have options for global content. Let's look more into this to see exactly what we can do there. So you can see from here, our global content, we can now start creating global content for our posts, for our pages, for media. We can create dynamic template, post types, pop-ups, forms, template patterns, and also navigation menu across all the website that we manage. How super awesome is this? And if you come down here, you can begin to see your clusters. So what cluster does here is to help you automate synchronization via a global push and pull function across your entire website. And that's super, super awesome. We don't have any cluster here yet, but we can easily add a cluster here. We can give it a name. Like I said, I don't want to go into all of this in this tutorial, and there's quite so many things we can do literally using Greyd.Suite. So now let's come back here. You can see from the Greyd.Suite here, we can manage pop-ups, post types, features, and also if you come back to the dashboard here, we should be able to see quite a number of things we can still do. Like if I come to their site connector here, from here as well, there are still some other customization you can do. So if you come down here, if you come to actions, you can see all the actions here that you can take on this website. Like you can migrate this, you can download this, you can import this for your content, you can download this as well for your active design. You can download this design or also import another design. You can use this to also create a template, and then from here you can see that you can create staging sites. So this will toggle the same thing across all your website. But if you want to do this for individual website, you can just come down here, or you can come to your information to see more about this, or just come to the more button to see everything you can still do here. You can easily download your database from here. You can manage files from here, themes, your plugins, and also cleaned downloads. That's super, super awesome. So if you come here too as well, if you toggle this on, you should be able to see a preview of what your website look like. The image there is enough to let us know what website it is we're looking for, just in case you have so much website there. Also for our view, we can switch this to a list, and you can see, you can easily see your website here in terms of list if you prefer these and all the actions you can take from here. You can also toggle this back to what it used to be. So the more websites you keep adding to your instance, the more you keep seeing all of them pop right in here on your dashboard, and you can scroll down to manage all of them. Isn't this super cool and awesome? So that's exactly how to manage multi-site using Greyd. You can tell how super cool and awesome this is. We're going to be exploring more about this tool on this channel. If you love this already and you love this video, if you have learned something new, give it a like. Thank you for watching this video. I would see you in another one. And until then, take care.